Need to stop it and shit. Oh, I don't step, I'm solid for show. To the fake niggas, stay silent, I got it, let's go. Let's go. I ain't taking no losses, I ain't no token when we got the flow. I ain't no peace, just play with you. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell him we can't keep me slave. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high. Got your baby pass through the fire. Ain't she the prophet? That baby soul belong to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Devil will fail you, bitch, I can't afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring me my water. Push your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop it, and she the prophets.
That's just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop it, and she the give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga.
The police just shot him for no apparent reason. No reason at all. They asked for license and registration. That's the police officer over there that did it. With the black on. I can't really do shit because they got me handcuffed. I can't believe they just did this. I'm fucking back! Ah!
watching everybody work. Fuck that fucking job, that little pay by the hour. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, my back hurting and I'm hungry. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, nigga, on soul. Yeah, caught between the two, get this money, go home. Yeah, all these people so, now these bitches, they messy. First day I came in, I bossed up on the bosses. And they promise nigga this, promise nigga that. Want my ass to work, then bring that paper back. Sean, where you been? I been taking the shit. Knowing damn well that I don't fucking sleep. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitching and crying. And I'm saying, fuck that fucking job, nigga. Fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, me and bro, we just posted. Look him in the eye, shake my head disappointed. We gotta visualize, summarize, execute. All these people dropping like fly, why the fuck we still here? Man, fuck that fucking job, when I pull up, I hate it. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, that's on all of their faces. Fuck that fucking job, man, I'm already lit. Man, I hear one thing, boy, you bound to get hit. Man, these bills cross a nigga's brain. Damn, that's how you keep a nigga damn a slave. Damn, the money supposed to be a tool. Damn, for a purpose, what's your purpose for? Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitching and crying. And I'm saying, fuck that fucking job, nigga. Fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. You know what I'm talking about? I'm sick of that shit, I know you sick of it too, man. Money's supposed to be a tool, but what's your purpose though? It's supposed to benefit a purpose. Shout out.
Yeah. But I took an oath that I'ma stand up and blaze the truth on any motherfucker. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Bury me a priest. Up at night, I never sleep, contemplating how to set my people free. Bury me a priest. Revolution, I be moving.
Because I'm willing to fight against drug dealers if they Muslim, if they Christian, if they atheist, if they Buddhist, if they shooting black men. Guess what? I'm gonna say something about it. Because you know why? Just like you ain't gonna, like your boy said, it ain't gonna happen. Guess what? I'm not letting nobody sell you drugs without me saying that. I'm not gonna do it.
Trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues for this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good record. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord? Got a tongue like a two-edged sword, with a style that they might just record. The only thing equal is the curse for the wicked and the righteous reward. Have mercy on the many, don't see it. Separated from the tares, now on my prayers, and it's so be it. A rebel, take the world by word of mouth. UBK, we the rebels that you heard about. Yeah. And it ain't gonna stop till 100 virgins in the house and I'm handing verdicts out. Get rank, you ain't heard a clout without a shadow of a doubt. These devils hitting licks off us. Fuck the bank, I'm about to stone the pocket ticket office. Can't sweet talk us, cannot stop us. And plus I know the feds watch us. Tell the people that they church full of witch doctors. Put us in prison, they stop violence. Meanwhile, UPK turning rebels into rock wallers. In league with mighty men, and now I understand things that never truly made sense. Like why I'm crying at this funeral for a criminal, knowing he ain't innocent. It's fucked up, but my boots shine. Standing between two priests, about to blaze on their ass. Call it tough love. Look out for niggas just cuz, and wouldn't touch a white bitch with OJ's black gloves. Father, forgive me for my error. I'm forever.
Yeah. But I took an oath that I'ma stand up and blaze the truth on any motherfucker. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Bury me a priest. Up at night I never sleep, contemplating how to set my people free. Bury me a priest. Revolution, I be moving, got the feds, get a violence in these streets, nigga, bury me a priest. Restoring honor to my dad's name, he died before he ever got to see. Bury me a priest. If it's devil, rest in peace, tell my kids that it died on his feet. Bury me a priest. So cold-blooded, but the hoes love it. Posted with the low stugging. In 15, I got caught up in the wrong spot. The cop tried to whoop me till my nose blooded. Now I'm fighting back. Suit up all my niggas in that black. Troopers with them killers in the cat. Catch me on the corner going hard with them motherfucking facts. Blaze on your bitch ass. Drop the truth for change, then I get cash. Bring it to the table, then we split that. It's that nation building flow to make the dead turn their neck like a whiplash. Now bury me a priest. Up at night I never sleep, contemplating how to set my people free. Bury me a priest. Revolution, I be moving, got the feds, get a violence in these streets, nigga, bury me a priest. Restoring honor to my dad's name, he died before he ever got to see. Bury me a priest. If it's devil, rest in peace, tell my kids that it died on his feet. Bury me a priest. I'm from the South, but knew a trial up in Cornell. Met a nigga by the name of Darnell. That really ain't his real name, he put me on the work from the cartel. But bitch, I ain't a snitch, never snitch. Then I hit my brother up, I got a lick. This right before the truth, that shit legit. We can ship it by the truckload and by the in the summer, we gon' hit, nigga. Yeah. About to be the man on they bitch ass. Got green plus his hands on they bitch ass. Pop a rubber band on the bitch ass. The fuck a nigga saying I don't trick cash. Let's slow the car down while I ride down the I-95, thinking about my daughter's eyes on some real shit. My partner caught a case, faced the time. What the fuck is going through a nigga's mind on some real shit? My daddy passed away while I was crying, but my pride won't let me keep crying on some real shit. Something gotta give, shit. Cause somebody gotta make it out these streets. Now bury me a priest. Up at night I never sleep, contemplating how to set my people free. Bury me a priest. Revolution, I be moving, got the feds, get a violence in these streets, nigga, bury me a priest. Restoring honor to my dad's name, he died before he ever got to see. Bury me a priest. If it's devil, rest in peace, tell my kids that it died on his feet. Bury me a priest.
To the bitch, that's what I'm ripping. And my niggas solid, number real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let you take mine? That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, and shit got me feeling plain. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complex. Still fighting to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my people. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe the slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact of them here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom, we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I'm back gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like
ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit a Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Pay back to bitch in his dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is dish served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. Devils design fire for our babies to pass through it. And the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
From do you see just how it feels? Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
It's rolling on it, what is it? It's rolling on it, what is it?
Purchase your tracks today.
Know the people been waiting for a minute for something authentic. Came in the truth and bossed in it, made niggas regroup. Had to shed light on the false image, UPK whole court. Now who the fuck won scrimmage? 2 words for soft niggas. What is good riddance? Don't affiliate with feminine symptoms. I know you feel me, nigga. This a death threat to hip hop. You don't stop that weak shit, I'ma mix your lean with some Grimlock. When the last time you heard it this raw? What I wish for is when the earth inherited by the piss poor. We been to war, them the ones I'm taking risks for. Ain't got no picks or no cars to hold. Holy angels watch my steps, them Glock guard my soul. Can't let them leave my body cold. I know you feel me, nigga, let the wicked weep and the meek prevail. God never been 50-50, I should now awake and sleep a cell. Let the righteous cry, silence the pretender. A rebel without a cause, as long as I remember. Not taking the kingdom, the only thing on my agenda. Can't avoid me, nigga, middle finger to the ones that try to destroy me. Revenge of beauty, I'm a beast. I told the bitch she can't eat, let she join me for dinner. My God ain't got no regard for a sinner. One call fall on him like timber. I know you feel me, nigga. In the eyes of terror, I stand still. Go to work for the colony, bring it back to the anthill. Plus everything I drop, heavy as an anvil. Show you how to stand like a man in this damn field. I know you feel me, nigga. Fuck equality, it gotta be one man win and the rest lose. Wave devastator, I'm calculating my next move. UPK will real niggas seek refuge. Body shots for bars, that'll get you bruised. My niggas whole ranker, check your little attitude. I came to fuck up your mood on your little holiday like I'm Mr. Scrooge. Resurrected from the grave, walking from the fall. Visions in my eyes, gripping the mic, screaming God bless the underdog, down by the letter. And live by that protocol, walk by faith, not by sight. Ain't no hope for getting struggles. Life like a war resist, or get pulled into a world that never left you. I will endure, election will be sure, correction will be swift. No Will Smith, but I am legend. What else would you call the killer of deception? A leader got soldiers on post in every direction. On gold like a German shepherd, young and a restless, swear honor like a diamond necklace. I know you feel me, nigga.
Shalom, Lord Christ, can you hear me?
Another one kind, I can hear.
The water. Appreciate you brothers from checking in. Let me see here. Let me see something here. Okay. All right. Right now it's only a few of us on the screen, but listen, we're gonna get rocking, you know what I mean? So this is a very heavy subject here. So, of course, today's subject, first of all, you rocking with, you know what I mean, Priest and Officer Kwanga wanted to ask you, PK and the Commander General Yohana. This is the 412 podcast. I got my brother Shalaki Allo on the, on the podcast, my brother Everett, you know what I'm saying? And I believe, hopefully some other brothers and sisters may check in. But with that being said, we're just going to jump into it. So, again, today's topic is the Diddler. Your main man, Shalak, your main man, the Diddler, you know what I mean? Brother Everett, your main
Not
man.
my guy.
You know what I mean? The brother that you was banging all that bad boy music back in the day. Don't be fronting, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Biggie fan only. That's
God, listen. You know, bad boy.
No Biggie, no Diddy.
God, yeah. I mean, like I said, I definitely was a Biggie, Notorious Big fan. There was a couple definitely. I mean, you can't take the brother. Definitely know how to make some hits. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But there's a lot of wicked things his brother.
For sure.
did. We're gonna cover a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna get into. Of course, we'll bring out some scriptures and I'll leave the floor open and discuss some things. So first, let me just give you I'm pretty sure most of you know like what's going on pretty much, but I'm gonna read something here and let's talk about the whole situation with P. Diddy and the case and everything. All right, so y'all can hear me clear, right?
Con.
All right, the water. All right, so Sean P. Diddy Combs is on trial for racketeering and sex trafficking, right? He has pleaded not guilty to the charges. The federal trial against him has been underway since May 2025. That's what we saw. I think it's been like over a week now, almost 2 weeks now. All right, so this is the details of the charges. So first, racketeering conspiracy, all right? So one count of this, which carries a maximum sentence of life in prison, all right? So that's the racketeering conspiracy. The next one, sex trafficking, 2 counts of this, each carrying a maximum sentence of life in prison and a mandatory minimum sentence of 15 years in prison. All right. And then the third thing, transportation to engage in prostitution, 2 counts of this, each carrying a maximum sentence of 10 years in prison. Now here, listen to this. The prosecution has presented evidence, including testimony from individuals who accuse Combs of using the power to drug, assault, and sexually abuse them, and of engaging in a sex trafficking ring. Combs is also facing dozens of civil lawsuits from individuals who allege similar abuses. Now, I've been following it a little bit myself. I seen the first week. I seen we can't see it because it's not live, but you can follow online. People are covering it. So pretty much we know what the first week was pretty much Cassie. I believe they showed the video of her being beat down in that Continental Hotel again, which was when I first seen that, I was like, when that thing hit the airwaves, I was like, good night. I was like, the world is finally going to see. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, I was like, the world is finally going to see who Puff Daddy is. When I seen that, I was like, okay, the Lord is ready to expose this bastard. Because Puff Daddy has been questionable in a lot of different things that's been going on in period, you know what I'm saying, for a long time. And
for years.
Yeah, right. And it's like, wow, he finally has been exposed, basically. So now before we jump into anything else, is there anything you guys want to say about that, what I just read to you?
Yes.
Go ahead, brother.
If you may, sir. Well, this is the thing. I don't like Diddy or Puffy or whatever the hell he calls himself. I'm not a fan of his. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I don't think he should be going to jail for that. Because
for what? For what?
For the stuff with Cassie and all of that. And
okay,
I don't support no sex offenders. And I hate, Lord knows how much I hate any type of sex offender or a child molester. But the thing is, Cassie engaged in those things because, you know what I'm saying, that's she's she's what you call a so she engaged in that, and there was no gun to her head making her do those horrors things she was doing. She did that stuff because that's what she liked to do. And he was beating on her because she was cheating. And so, but he was doing the same thing. Like all those people that was engaged in it, they got involved in those sex things with Diddy because they knew that that's where the money was. They wanted to be in Hollywood. They wanted to be in fame. So that's why they came around and was engaging all of that stuff. And as far as we know about the trafficking, how can they prove that he brought those people there? For as far as I know, they found their own way there. You know what I mean? That's what I feel about that cat. And the only thing I think Diddy should definitely go to prison for was the stuff where he breaking in Kid Cudi's house and he set Kid Cudi's Porsche on fire. You can't break in nobody's house. That's burglary. And then you setting fires. He should definitely go down for that. But nobody forced any of those people to be a part of those sex parties. They willingly did that because either they like sex or they wanted to get put on in the industry. And he probably lied to some folks and told them, yeah, I could make you a star. I could make you a star if you just do this for me, fulfill my sexual fantasy, which is weird. But that's what he engaged in, and that's what I'm seeing out of it. And as far as him human trafficking, they should be able to prove that he paid for their plane tickets and the transportation to the house.
Okay. All right, excellent point. That's why I'm glad I had you on there. Shalak, you want to jump in on that?
Yeah, just to piggyback on what the brother was saying. My biggest gripe with him was what he did to Cassie, kicking her all in her ribs, pulling her by her hair, and all that kind of stuff. That just ain't how a brother's supposed to do. So I had an issue with him on that.
Right.
But then kind of find out it was like 2014 when it happened. And so I'm just like, this is crazy, which lets you know it's all a setup. I think a lot of that other stuff is all something that they're trying to tag onto him because they want to bring him down. And a lot of the stuff that I've been seeing, I ain't been keeping up with it a whole lot, but a lot of stuff I've been seeing, what they've been trying to throw at him with like the trafficking and stuff like that, they're trying to say that because he paid for them to be able to get there, to be able to party with him or whatever. Because some of them live in like different states and things like that, and he helped them get there. They wanted to come there and get all into all that nasty stuff. That's what a lot of them stars do and been doing for many years. His issue is where he fell at. He trying to keep up with a lot of them road cats, and then cats like, what's your boy name for the Playboy Mansion? Hugh Hefner. He trying to keep up with cats like that. Had that type of lifestyle, having stars over there doing all their little nasty orgy crap and getting high and all that nasty stuff. So what's happening is the Most High done turned that cat over. Like, okay, you want to partake in that? Whatever comes with it is what you're going to have to deal with. That's what I think going on with him.
Okay, Con, and I'm glad both of you brothers jumped in and gave your input on that. Now, and I appreciate that because so this is the thing here right now, and this is my view on this. Definitely the situation with Cassie. There is nothing you can do to justify what he did to that sister. You understand that? Regardless of she was a whore, right? Regardless of what she is, what she does. I believe when he met her, she was about 18 or something like that. And I don't know, something like that. She was pretty young, and he was like 18 years older than her or something like that. So you got to consider that as well. So, and remember, this trial isn't about his sexual acts. It's about sex trafficking and what was it? Being the ringleader type thing, whatever, right? But now the problem now the thing is this: do you know exactly what sex trafficking is? Do y'all know exactly what it is, though?
Can I speak, sir?
Go ahead, brother.
Isn't that transporting people to a destination for sexual pleasure?
Go ahead.
I think I don't condone a man beating up a woman. I don't agree with that what Diddy was doing, like beating Cassie, but she should have got away from him the first time he hit her.
Now let me read this to y'all, right? Because I want y'all to tell me, is this now? Remember, what we think is supposed to be is one thing, but this is what the law says. All right, you ready? So, sex trafficking is defined as the recruitment, harboring, transportation, provision, obtaining, patronizing, or soliciting of a person for the purpose of a commercial sex act. This can involve force, fraud, or coercion, and includes individuals who are under 18 years of age. It is a form of human trafficking specifically aimed at a sexual exploitation, where traffickers manipulate victims to engage in commercial sex acts for profit. Now, let me ask you something. Is he guilty of what I just read?
Well, not well. I mean,
I don't think so.
there was no kids involved, so
Okay.
that and it says patronizing or soliciting. I don't think he's guilty of that because it was a party. He was having parties, and when you have parties, you invite people to your party, and um uh it was he invited people to a party.
All
It
right.
was at a
A lot of
party.
them knew what was going on.
Come now here we now listen. Now remember that one said about minors, right? Now listen here. Sex trafficking can apply to adults. It involves the use of force, fraud, or coercion to make an adult engage in commercial sex acts. However, any commercial sex activity with a minor, even without force, fraud, is considered sex trafficking. So it's the same thing for an adult. What I'm trying to make you understand is that, remember, this is the white man's laws, right? This isn't the nation of Israel.
For sure.
This is the white man's laws. If you take a woman right now and fly over to Brazil and have sex with her, depending on certain situations, can be considered sex trafficking. That's how basic it is.
That's true.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not the law, and I'm not saying he's right or he's wrong. I'm just telling you what the law says, and as far as the sex trafficking thing, we're trying to hit on that and trying to figure out something here. Now, we talked about that part of it, but now, is he? Let me see, Salaki. Somebody else is here. Okay, the brother Aharon joined in. What's up, brother? Shalom.
Shalom.
All right. Shalom. The water for tuning in, brother. We just got started not too long ago, but we're just talking about this P. Diddy thing, and I'll give you a chance to jump in too. We just started, but okay. So now we're kind of, it's like we know about the sex trafficking thing, but we're because we're not the law. Is right now it's more like they're assassinating his character. Not that they're doing it. I mean, he pretty much did it himself, but they're more so talking about his character versus like showing actually what he, you know what I mean? The actual trafficking. Now, but if you really pay attention to it, there is some things that he has done that can be on the borderline of that trafficking thing. You understand that? But so now when they start to interview these other alleged victims and stuff like that. Now we do know that he has had this woman in hotels doing sexual acts. He's hired escorts. He's definitely brought drugs. These are all the things that the definition said. Now, but where do you say that it is sex trafficking and it's not? Because if you really think about it, there was drugs. He did take her to a place. There were escorts. He is a rich mastermind. He got the girl when she was like 17 or 18 years old, I believe. I think he first kissed her when she was 21. And we all know that, because he's rich, he has power. You know what I mean? He has power to, persuade people to do things. And we read all that in that definition. So my thing is this. It's like, I see what you're saying about he's not guilty of that yet. I can see where you're saying that because they didn't really say, okay, he took her here and this person was involved and they came on the stand and said this. But remember, there's still like this court thing is going to go until like August and we're just getting started. You understand that? So I'm pretty sure they have more things coming. But as for what we want to know right now, Aharon, we just basically talked about P. Diddy, you know what I mean, what he's been charged with. And I'll run it off to you real quick. And I want to get your input before we continue with this real quick. Just give me one second, brother. All right. So this is what's going on, right? Okay. So P. Diddy is on trial for racketeering sex trafficking. All right. He pleaded not guilty to the charges. This is the charges he got. Racketeering conspiracy, 1 count, right? Sex trafficking. He got 2 counts of this. All right. And transportation engaged in prostitution. All right. So he's been charged with all 3 of these things. Now, from what you know and what you've seen so far, do you think he's guilty of any one of these things?
Slugger, if I may, no, I mean, it's so early, like you said.
God.
I don't see where they're building up I guess they're building up the case. They're trying to paint him as a monster. That's the first thing they do. Make him look terrible, and then they'll hit you with the actual charges, I guess, as far as like showing how he's sexually abused and did all those things. But as of right now, like you said, it's too early to even know anything. And I don't get to hear too much. I don't know what channel you need to watch, or is it just a CNN thing after dark? I mean, when is it ever on TV to even hear anything?
On the internet, everybody's covering it. Yeah, everybody's covering
it on YouTube.
Yeah, right. Okay. Just on YouTube and just follow whoever's covering it. They'll like there's people they have inside the courtroom and they report to that reporter, and then they because you're not allowed to have cameras, but you can have people writing stuff down and whatever. But
I think if I may, I think whether he's innocent or guilty, if they let him out, if he doesn't go to jail, he's so like nobody would want to deal with him. I don't know. Maybe there is somebody who want to deal with him, but he would be more damaged out of jail than in jail. Because I mean, he's a piece of. I hate to say, he's a piece of shit, man.
Listen, and what you're
he always been that.
yeah. We're going to prove that. We're going to show that now. So, see, I think a lot of us, and I'm not disagreeing with any of you brothers are saying, but I think a lot of us don't really understand what racketeering is. It's more like from what I'm seeing, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. It's like more like a conglomerate, like a mastermind, rich, functioning machine that there's a head guy and there's other people helping in it, and then some people are suffering from it, are being abused or used or exploited. Now, Cassie definitely has her hand in this. Let's not forget that this sister is definitely a whore. Let's just call it what it is. She is chasing after fame. She is she's a 304, whatever you want to call it. But with that being said, when that video came out, her being kicked down the damn hallway, that took things to a whole nother level. Because then when you see that, you start to think, what the hell else is this dude doing?
Can I say something, sir? When you
Go ahead, brother.
For all we know, Cassie could have bought all of those other whores there because she's a whore bringing other whores there. That, I mean? Like, I don't think I'm not defending this motherfucker. He is a piece of shit, man. He's an absolutely piece of shit that should be flushed. But I just think that like those people that was there, they all engaged in it for the money. The sex traffic, it was sex workers. They came willingly. Nobody put a gun to their head. They came because he paid all of them to do that.
God, now let me ask you this. But this is what I'm talking about. Because he has money. Remember, we read that definition. That can be considered like, what was the word they used in that definition? It said, hold on. There was something I seen in it that I want to say exactly. It was like, it don't have to be force. You know what I mean? Fraud, coercion. Like it could be like, you know what I mean? Like some type of, like it doesn't have to be forced, but it's like you're using your money to like, you know what I mean, lure people in type shit. You know what I mean? Like,
oh well, he's guilty.
Yeah, especially somebody who. All right, think about this, right? Most brothers on the screen is like probably in their 40s. Maybe one brother is a little younger here, but let's say you go to a 19, 17, or 18-year-old. Now think about that. Think about the influence you have over them. Now they might be legally adults, because they're 18. But are they really mentally ready to deal with someone like you and your mental capacity?
Nope.
Right. And
no.
Now imagine if you had $500 million.
Right.
You're right.
You see what I'm saying? So all right, now what y'all saying, I totally understand what you're saying because I really can't say right now what it is. But go ahead, brother.
I think so far, he hasn't done, or they haven't proved that he did anything illegal, but he's definitely nasty as hell. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
That's the thing. No matter if you get an 18-year-old, if she's legal, he didn't break the law, even though more like me, I mean, 18, what's the 18-year-old going to do for me? So I don't even, you know what I'm saying? But him,
right.
If it's legal, he got the money and he didn't break the law. but he's definitely nasty. There's some stuff he did. You can't even damn near repeat.
He directed somebody to pee in Cassie's mouth, and Cassie was with it. She let him do it.
Yeah, she liked that stuff.
Yeah, and I think the thing with that is this: if because she was an adult, I think people are looking at it like, well, she did it because she was an adult. But is 17 or 18 or early? Is that really? You understand what I'm saying to you? You like it is. She's an adult because she turned 18, but
it's a mind control thing.
It can. Now listen, right? Now also, this nigga has pissed off some people. We don't have to get into that right there. But let me show y'all something, right? Y'all familiar with Charles Lucky Luciano?
No.
With this, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now listen to this real quick, right?
And the Ciroc thing too.
What you say?
I say, and the Ciroc situation. I say, and the Ciroc situation.
Right. So what I'm saying is he offended or did something to some people that, now I'm not saying any conspiracy or anything but I believe he pissed off some oppressors and they are coming after him. And that's what I'm about to prove right now with this Lucky Luciano thing. Listen to this. All right.
For sure.
Listen to this. I wish I could put it on the screen, but I couldn't find it the way I wanted it on there. But all right. Lucky Luciano, right? He was caught due to a sting operation and was later convicted in pondering and compulsory prostitution. He was arrested on April 1st, 1936 and sentenced to 30 to 50 years in prison. Luciano was later commuted and deported to Italy. Now watch this. So Luciano was caught selling heroin to undercover agents in 1923. In 1931, he became public enemy number one. Keep this in mind because this is where it starts at. He became public enemy number one. Think about Sean Diddy Combs. All right, now listen. After 1931, Luciano rose to prominence as a leading figure in organized crime, earning the title public enemy number one. Indictment and arrest. He was indicted on charges of running a 12 million prostitution syndicate and was arrested in Hot Spring, Arkansas, April 1st, 1936. Trial and conviction. Luciano was tried and convicted of 62 counts of compulsory prostitution in 1936. He was sentenced to 30 to 50 years in prison from prostitution, but it originally started on a drug case. So what I'm telling you here is they found something to get his ass in prison and they convicted him on something they wanted to convict him on. You understand that? So, and now listen to this. In total, 110 witnesses testified against Lucky Luciano, including 80 women and 30 men. 80 of these witnesses were women, with 55 being residents and 20 being operators of houses of prostitution. While all 110 witnesses were held in jail, listen to this, before the trial for their own protection and to prevent them from fleeing, only a small number, including 4 prostitutes, directly implicated Luciano and the alleged pandering scheme. So this man went to jail. He was a wicked bastard too. He was a murderer and all these different things. But he went to jail off the 4 people saying he had something to do with it. You understand that? And this is an oppressor that, had his way in America for a long time. My point is this. When they want to send your ass away, they will find a way to send you away. And this, what I see right now, it's still early in the trial. I think there's going to be more things that's going to come out. If they get one person that comes out and can say, I was there, I seen it, he did this to me, he did that, I think he is done. I'm telling you.
Then he done.
Yeah, from what I've seen already, I think he's done. That's just me being, you know what I mean? Now, like you said, there may not be enough evidence to convince us because I do see these people being involved for the money because they got loose sexual habits and all these things too. But keep in mind, this is a billionaire, man. This is a billionaire. He's a black man. You saw a video of him beating the shit out of Cassie down the hallway. I mean, America saw this, kicking this girl down the hallway in a towel with socks with purple and pink socks on. This dude.
We already heard this.
Yeah. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
No, I said, and we already heard this for years that he jumped on her because that's been out there. But then when we finally saw that video, it's like, wow. Yeah, this dude really, he really tripping out here.
And I want to show you some stuff, right? So we're talking about the trial, right? But this is what people fail to realize. It don't matter what the goddamn white man's going to say, because at the end of the day, who has to say so?
Most High.
Most High.
Right. So and like I said, I'm not. Yeah, no. I'm just telling you what I think, and we'll see what happens. But I think that he's finally being judged by the Most High, and when you're being judged by the Most High, it don't matter what the damn white man is going to bring up on you. He might
That's what I was alluding to earlier.
Con, there's a scripture that tells you that you will receive stripes, through the oppressor. The Most High God will, beat you with the rod of the oppressor. That's what's happening to him right now. That's what's happening to him right now. Regardless of what if you can't prove that he's done this and that, the Most High can still put his ass in jail. And listen,
period.
Now I'm gonna show you. Watch this. Now listen, we're gonna go to the history of this nigga. All right, hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna show you a couple things. All right. Listen to this.
Puppy's on 11. You want to talk to him?
Hell yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. What's up? What's up?
I mean, where you?
Yo, check this out, man. The last time y'all did this, man, y'all did the whole campaign, let the locks go and all that. Y'all ain't want to be down with Bad Boy, so we let y'all go. Y'all want to be down with us, we let y'all go, we keep it moving. But to get on there and portray like somebody got to go and steal and rob and be shysting y'all, that ain't really correct. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I'm at my office right now. I'm always accessible. Y'all ain't got to get on the radio and do certain tactics and do certain things to ever holler at me. Jadakiss, last time I saw you, I told you, let's get together, let's talk. You know what I'm saying? I told you I'm accessible. I said, if anything don't come, if there's somebody standing in the way for you expressing yourself, if any of y'all expressing yourself, y'all can come get at me directly. You know what I'm saying? All that throwing the refrigerator and you going to kill, y'all ain't killing nobody, man. You know what I'm saying? We businessmen. We all mature adults say all that right there. I'm at my office. Y'all can sit on this interview with her and talk as long as y'all want to talk about it. Or you can take the invitation I gave you before. But it's not even getting there because of your get on the radio, whatever tactics. I ain't your enemy.
Dog, we just
you need to bang like that on cats that's coming at you. I ain't your enemy.
Just yesterday we got a note from your office saying you don't have no idea of none of this or nothing.
Just yesterday, your lawyer told us that.
I see you at the show backstage. You said find out what it was.
But don't sit here and portray like Puff took nothing from y'all.
What is it? What is it? What do you call it? What do you call it? What do you call it? And don't say we can come to your office or do none of that, because we can't do none of that. We can't handle it no other way but with lawyers, and you know that, so don't get on the radio and act like a tough guy or none of that.
Wait, you know how we can settle it?
You acting tough.
I'm in my office, so why don't we stop talking on the radio?
Now, you want people to stop talking because you just don't want to know the truth, dog. We made one record with you. Money, Power, Respect. It's 10 years later, and you still got half of our publishing. Now, there's no way you can make it justifiable that you say you deserve half of our publishing.
You to my face. We just at the concert. You ain't saying nothing.
What are we going to do saying it to your face? Get sued? What do you want us to do? We can't touch. We can't be violent or none of that. We can't even.
If you're saying all this, dog, 2 years ago, Levels in Miami.
Recognize real. Y'all know where the office is at. There's a big sign on it.
The whole National Guard's downstairs too. Cut it out, man. We can't talk.
All right. Before I get to the next one, are y'all familiar with this situation here? This is the Locks.
Yeah.
They're complaining about Puff
Yes,
Daddy.
I'm very familiar.
Yeah,
I'm very familiar.
Go ahead, brother. You can speak on it.
No, I'm saying I'm very familiar with it. They've been trying to get at this cat along with Mace and a bunch of other people about their publishing, and which is kind of the reason why you knew something was getting ready to pop off with Puff, for the simple fact that this last 2 years, this dude been giving people their publishing back and being all nice, talking about his name is Love now, named his baby girl Love. He's been doing all this stuff because his lawyer's been telling him they're coming after you, Puff. So he's been trying to change his image and everything. He knew that tape was gonna come out at some point too, but yeah, he was trying to get them their stuff, and they wasn't trying to. Every time they try to talk to him about it, he get all hardcore with them and let them know, hey, this is something I did. I put my money up to put y'all on and all this other kind of stuff. So now they start coming out on the radio because they feel if they can make fans see what he doing, then he'll start changing and everything, which is what he was doing. That's been bothering him. That's why he came on, man, y'all got to get on the radio. Come to my doggone office. We can get this. You think they ain't trying to go to that man's office before? They tried to go to his office, and he got him shut down like Jada said. Nigga, you got the National Guard at your damn office. What's going to go down there?
Right. God. Hey, listen, what that priest just brought out was heavy. That was excellent. That was excellent what you just brought out. Now, look, I'm going to give y'all another one, all right, before we jump to some more. Showing you his character, all right? Now, listen to this.
Yeah.
So, in the book, he said, Vegas, you guys met up with Zip in L.A.
At Wingstop.
At Wingstop.
Yeah. Not Wingstop, but Hot Wings. Hot Wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess you said that Puffy called and said, was that us? And you didn't say nothing.
I didn't say nothing. Yeah, you're right.
There's also, you go into the book that apparently there was supposed to be $1 million that Zip was supposed to bring back, but he ended up keeping the money and buying a nightclub with it.
That's what the FBI said.
The FBI said that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys never got any money.
Never.
For anything.
Nothing. Not even a pair of Sean John drawers. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. It seemed like Puff do that though. He seemed like every time some bad shit go around here, it look like it's some shit on the grass. Don't step around that shit. You get away from that bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you talked about how you made a crucial mistake by having a big meeting in the neighborhood.
Yeah, it wasn't in the neighborhood. It was at a park outside of the neighborhood.
Okay, in Cerritos.
Yeah.
Okay. And what was the mistake that you made?
I said I was just going to get some bread from Puff to get us some guns because they kept on raiding our houses, taking our guns.
And there was informants that was listening to this whole conversation.
Yeah, they was there. Exactly.
And they reported that back.
Yeah. I wish you can enter the FBI's. They don't.
I'm gonna stop it right there. But anybody know what he's talking about?
Puffy always breaking in people's house.
Nah.
Well, I know more detail to as far as what happened with him. You know, he what's the brother's name? I'm having a brain freeze real quick. Give me his name again.
What's Keefe D?
Keefe D. You know, Keefe D is the uncle of that Orlando Brown dude. That's the same dude.
Yeah, Orlando Anderson.
Yeah, Anderson. Same dude of the night of the Tyson fight that Tupac went over there and kicked him down because earlier that same guy beat up one of Suge's homeboys and took his chain. Right. Who was a blood. But that dude who Tupac went and beat up was a Crip. So they went and beat dude up. So all night long, him and his homies was looking for them. And that's when you seen that documentary when Suge and Tupac just so happened to be riding down that main street in Vegas. And Tupac sticking his head out the sunroof trying to holler at them girls. And they just so happened to see him from that Cadillac. So, but long story short, Keefe D is the one who reached behind him and handed his gun to his nephew in the back seat. Because Keefe D was on the passenger side. They had another dude driving. Keefe D's nephew was behind him in the Cadillac. And there was another guy on the driver's side in the back seat. When they did catch up with Tupac and Suge, Keefe D's nephew reached over the dude in the driver's seat. I mean, in the back seat on the driver's side and started letting off on him, on Tupac and them in that Beamer. So when you started this earlier and you said Puff had hit them up and said, "Was that us? Was that for us?" Basically, that was one of them things that he was saying. Man, when y'all put that down, put that hit on them, was that for us? You look out for me when you did that. That's basically what it's all alluding to.
Well, yeah, right.
And I've been doing this story forever.
Right. Now, okay, so everything that you said is definitely what Keefe D is saying, like as far as like, you know, and then the Greg Kading guy, whatever, the police that was talking about it. But
yes.
Now, Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because of this. What that dude was really saying was Puffy had solicited them $1 million to do it. He had said he had, according to him. Now, like I said, I wasn't there. I don't know, but according to him, they had a meeting and Puffy threw it out there like, "Look, I'm tired of these guys." He's basically scared. Suge was doing all types of things to him and all this. I'm tired. Will $1 million make this go away? That's what is alleged said. I'm not saying that. That's what they're saying. And they talk about that car, in the car. Talk about that car situation. According to Suge Knight, Orlando Anderson did not shoot him. That's what Suge Knight says. He saw who shot, but he won't tell. But the point of what I was making up is Puffy is supposedly has his hands in this as well. This is what I'm bringing up. So that's why I wanted to, and I'm gonna show you one more. I'm tying all this in together to show you this man's character and the things that he's being blamed for. You understand that? Because there's something definitely going on with this brother. You understand that? And what I'm saying is, I believe the Most High is judging him. That's what I believe. All right. Now they might get him. I believe it. Yeah, they might get him on something different than Tupac and all this other stuff if he did it. But at the end of the day, he's going to be judged. Is what I'm saying. All right. Now let me get one more, then we'll talk some more and jump into some scriptures. Let me show something else real quick. Here's another one. Here we go.
Finally, former bad boy artist Shine. Finally, former bad boy artist Shine speaks his truth on Sean P. Diddy Combs destroying his
just
life.
wanting to do nothing other than make my mother proud and make Belize proud and do what all of us want to do, be recognized for our talent and take over the world. I was defending him and he turned around and called witnesses to testify against me. And he contributed. He pretty much sent me to prison. So that is the context by which you must always describe that relationship. Yes, I forgave. I moved on. Just not lose sight of what the cold, hard facts are. This was not someone who I vacationed with and who he and I enjoyed this great, intimate relationship of brotherhood. This is someone who destroyed my life and who I forgave and who I moved on and for the better interest.
Finally, all
right. Now, that's Shine. We know who Shine is, right? Shine had a nice little run in hip-hop, you know what I mean? He did his thing for a minute. But, so, I just showed you 3 examples of people that he is basically involved with or destroyed their damn life. You understand that? And this is, and like I said,
period.
It's one of them things where when you hear a brother's name or somebody's name so much, you start to think like, hold up, bro. All these people ain't saying that about you for no reason. You understand that? This is not just happening.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah, God, this is not just happening because people hate you, brother. It's not happening for that, right? Now, again, I believe he's being judged, and I believe his dirt is being brought to the front, and I believe it's just his time, you know what I mean, to be exposed. That's just what I believe. Now, let me show a scripture real quick. I'm gonna let y'all talk about it. Here we go. This is the book of Job, chapter 4 and 8. All right. It says, even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. Right. So basically, you know, if you're the type of person who always has your name, you know, in some dirty shit, you know what I mean? You're a sinful bastard. You in the wickedness, and that's all you're doing. Whether you're rich or you're poor, you're going to reap the repercussions of that. And that's what you're seeing today. This is a man he's a billionaire. And he let basically a whore expose him. Even though he exposed her for a long time, this is a woman who didn't have as much money as him. I mean, she got some money now because of him. You understand that? Because that's how he's being. You see, not only is he being exposed for his nasty character, but then he had to break bread with this whore. That's why I said, like, you know what I'm saying? A whore is a deep ditch. This is what it's talking about. You know what I'm saying? So you and what's the scripture that hold on one second. Let me get the scripture real quick. I got it right here, and then I'll let y'all
that white boy spending her money too.
Say
so that's heavy. That's heavy. He got a whore and he got a whore with some money.
Yeah. Look. Look. That's heavy.
He hit the lottery.
Cause that white boy, he getting all that money now. You know what I'm saying? He getting, and that's crazy. That's a good point you just brought out, brother.
And he put a baby in her to seal the deal, to seal the relationship.
Hey, how about this is her third baby getting ready to be by him?
God, look at this. Look at this.
Yeah.
Right? Look at this. Oh no, not that. That's not what I want. Hold on one second. Let me see. Oh, 26 and 23. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. We'll play that one too, but this one here. All right. Ecclesiasticus 26 and 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. So when you ask yourself, how did Puffy get caught up with this whore? And how did she get caught up with him? They both wicked damn bastards. That's what happened. Yeah, Con. You get what you put out there.
That's it.
You understand that? That's how they ended up together. And he had to break bread with this damn whore. She and people, you ever see the sisters that sisters be killing me, right? They'll get online and be like, oh, she had money before she got with him.
Not that type of money.
She was a one-hit
wonder. And she really didn't have one hit. She just was pretty, and they sold her prettiness. That's what that was.
God, yeah, made her look like a whore. It's like the same thing with Russell Wilson and Sierra. Like, no, Sierra might have had a couple of dollars, but she ain't have no damn Russell Wilson have.
No,
you know what I mean? No. They sit up here and try to, he's the lucky one. She had money before him. You know what I mean? I'll be like, women.
Not that type of money.
You know what? Everybody knows that damn brother is a simp. Everybody knows
big time.
He saved that whore, and that's just what it is. Period. She wants a future. Yeah. She wants a thug nigga. She had every thug nigga there was until she realized, she couldn't get him no more, and she wanted to go get her the good boy with the sweater.
Get her a nice guy. Yeah.
The thug nigga ain't putting up with her bullshit. You
can't run him. You know what I mean? And not to get off subject, but my point is, these women, they have just as much, wrong in it as the brothers. You know what I mean? And of course,
kind out of one kind.
The thing is, this bitch is going to Salakia. She's going to walk away clean, with $30 million, and everybody's going to be praising her when she was the one that's getting pissed in her mouth. You know what I mean? This is and then that damn white boy, he married that.
And he be kissing her in the mouth after they peed and came in her mouth.
Them heathens like shit like that. It's nothing to a heathen, man.
Listen,
they're born now.
The moment we sat down and had a real conversation, and she told me anything like that, I would have got up and ran the fuck out. I would never be able to get that out of my mind. You understand me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even like when when you with somebody and they start talking about their past. You'd be like, oh, I don't even want to hear none of that shit, man.
You don't even... I
want to hear about you was with that nigga, that fuck nigga, Slocky. You know what I'm saying? Slocky. But my point is, she definitely has her say so in this, and I believe honestly, she was a lot younger and he had a lot of money, so there's definitely some influence there. But what is your excuse for 10 years later when you're still in it?
Right. You know, just like when he beat her up. When he beat her up in 2014 when he beat her up. This chick just now want to say something in 2025. And the thing about it, she was still with him till 2020. Right when the COVID hit, she decided I'm gonna go ahead and leave because he hired that trainer originally to train her and him. But mostly he be working with her because he got that busy lifestyle, so he'd be doing what he do. But they started getting acquainted with each other, messing with each other on his property, and then she finally escaped with him.
God, look, let me let y'all see this one more time again. You know what I mean? This
disturbing new video appears to support some of the accusations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs.
We want to warn you that this video you're about to see is extremely graphic. The surveillance footage that was captured inside of a Los Angeles hotel in 2016 allegedly shows Combs assaulting then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in a hallway. A now settled lawsuit filed by Ventura claimed that she was trying to leave the hotel after a drunken Combs punched her. The video appears to show Combs chasing her down the hall, throwing her to the ground, and then repeatedly kicking her.
Bro, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something, bro. I know what he's on trial for, and they might not have proved it all the way yet. But if you watch this, imagine being a woman watching that. You don't even care what the hell he did after that. You don't care what he did.
She looks like a goofball.
You need to be put away.
bruh, you see the way he snatched her, bro? And then he kicked her in her head, bruh. Then stomped
Bro,
him.
I'd have beat the shit out of him.
Imagine that being
out of him if I'd have been in that hotel.
Imagine that being your daughter, brother.
Yeah,
imagine that.
Terrible.
You listen.
It wouldn't be good.
If he's capable of doing that,
what
is
else
he?
Is
he capable of killing another man? Tupac? Is he capable of raping? Taking people's publishing? Is he capable of
all of that?
Protecting himself, sending another man to jail? You understand that? There's so many things that this dude can be capable of doing. He said in one of his lyrics, "I'll put $1 million on your head." You think he's just talking?
Yeah.
Listen. Hold up, man. I got one more for you, and I'm gonna let y'all talk. We're gonna get out of here. Just listen to this real quick, right? Let me see if I can find this real quick. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. This is what I'm talking about this guy, man. People, this guy is he's something special, man. Hold on 1 second. Let me get out of here real quick. Let me see something.
The dude make my blood boil just watching that video.
Right.
I'd beat the shit out of it.
The nigga can't fight. And you can look and tell he can't fight.
Listen to this. This is this real quick. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Man. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if this. Hold on. That might be it. Hold on.
While we waiting, did y'all see that nigga in the jail about a month ago? They was letting this nigga ride a motorcycle inside the jail.
Damn.
Hold on 1 second.
Y'all gotta pull that video up.
Say it again.
Motorcycle in the jail.
No, that nigga Puff was in jail. Okay.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh no, I was saying he was in prison. Well, he's still in prison, but he was on this one side of the prison where wasn't nobody else in there but him and like one or two of the COs. They was letting this cat ride like a motorcycle or something inside the doggone jail in there, just like having fun riding the doggone. And it wasn't like a motorcycle. It was kind of like I don't know if it was a mini bike or whatever it was. He was just in there having a good old time. I'm like, damn, this is prison?
Damn.
Yeah,
hold
man.
on.
Crazy.
1 second.
He was like, nigga, I'll buy every house.
Listen to this. This is the guy, Freddie P from the Making the Band, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is what Puff Daddy told him that made him leave Making the Band. Listen to this real quick.
A lot.
Hold on.
Let me tell you. He was like, nigga, I'll buy every house on your block. Shut every light off on that bitch. And when you come out, every time you come out that bitch, you'll get popped. So when another nigga tell you some shit like that, you like, get your animated ass out of here, goofy ass. You feel what I'm saying? When he tell you some shit like that, you go to picture him purchasing every house. You go to picturing every light on the block going on. And that shit silenced me. And for you to make that, people ask why I left the band. Like, that's why I left the band. Like, that's why I didn't do Dave Chappelle. Like, he was like, nigga,
bruh, he told this nigga he will buy every house on his block, shut off the electricity, and every time you come out the house, you'll get shot.
I would have called this bluff.
Think about that. Think about that. Do you think this dude is not capable of doing everything we just this
so like Lucky Luciano to me.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He understands his money is power and he can do whatever the hell he wants. A person like this has to be stopped. They have to be.
Yeah, that's why they put him away.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Do y'all think that when he gets convicted, would they put him in GP?
Hell no.
Because if he go to GP, it's a wrap. His asshole gonna belong to somebody.
No, they ain't gonna put him in general pop. That ain't gonna happen.
And let me tell you something. He got so much money. Somehow that money will find its way to somebody, and he will like be different in prison. He ain't gonna be doing what they're doing. Trust me, it's not.
Did y'all hear that story?
Go ahead.
Did y'all hear that story today? Speaking of money, the feds now is trying to figure out how to take all his assets, all his properties, everything.
Listen, let me tell you. You know, so
I knew that was coming.
I heard somebody say, "Oh, they can't touch his money. Everything's in his mom's name. It's in his son's name." I said, "You really underestimating the goddamn white man, ain't you?" you
exactly.
Really think that means something to the damn oppressor? He don't care about none of that. You ever hear brothers say? You ever hear this? This fucks me up, right? Salakia. Niggas be talking about, you know, when we came over to America, we was the sovereign nation. We was the Moors, and you know, this land is supposed to be our land, so we're not really under the white man's rulership. Yeah, okay, my nigga. Wait till the police pull you over, and we'll see if that works. They don't give a damn about none of that. They don't give a damn about none of that. That's not going to work with the white man.
Get out the car.
You understand? If you don't have the protection of the Most High God, you don't have the protection of the Most High God. It doesn't matter what you have or what you're going to do. It's not going to work.
Okay.
Anybody? Yeah, you can jump in. Anybody? Go ahead.
Hey, Salakia, sir, real quick, and I'll let y'all go. Y'all remember that old scene from the Boys in the Hood when the black cop put Cuba Gooding Jr. on that car? He said, "Oh, you think you tough?" He said, "Well, I hate him." He said, "What I hate." He said, "Well, I hate little nickels like you." Now you're scared. That's what's going on with him right now.
Listen, they not only they're gonna throw you in jail, and that's the next thing they thinking, how can we take this nigger's money? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're in jail, so you can't use it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're gonna get them billions.
Yeah, he don't care if you put in your mom's name. What is that going to do? You know what I mean?
That don't mean nothing.
They don't give a damn about none of that, man. That shit. People be killing me with the get a trust fund, bro. Get a trust fund. You know what I'm saying? They can't touch your money. I don't want to hear none of that, man. You listen. None of that stuff is none of that stuff is safe. I understand. I know what they're talking about. But when the oppressor wants to do what he wants to do to you, and you're not in the protection of the Most High God, it don't matter what the hell you got. It doesn't matter.
Going down. You see R. Kelly. All his stuff gone.
There's so many people like that. There's so many people like that. Like, it doesn't matter if you don't have protection of the Most High God. You're done. Period.
You're done.
You're done.
Done
I got
for.
one more scripture, and I'm gonna let y'all wrap. We can get out of here. So now we talked about P. Diddy. We understand. We know what he is. You know what I mean? I'm gonna show you little scriptures about, especially for the females, and then also, you know what I mean, just like about Cassie, you know what I mean, her character, whatever, right? So let me get I'm gonna bring that Ecclesiastes 26 and 25 back in, and then we'll get one more after that. So it says in Ecclesiastes 26 25, it says, "A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord." So we know that a shameless woman counted as a dog is what? A bitch. You understand that? And she's definitely a shameless woman. Why? She let somebody piss in her mouth. She let somebody piss in her mouth. She let a man, a random man just, have sex with a raw dog and blast off in her. You understand that? And she did this plenty of times, many times. You know what I mean? It wasn't just one time. It was a lot of times. And like I said, I do believe she wanted these freak offs as well. This is not something that, she couldn't like for example, you know what I think of when she starts talking? Like, okay, I do think Diddy is wrong, like hell, but he wasn't able to do that to J-Lo. Why didn't it work with J-Lo?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You know why? Because J-Lo's not a weak bitch. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that J-Lo got away from him quick. After
that
incident, she left
right after that Shine stuff.
All right, Con.
Yeah, because you know why? Because she wasn't worried about that nigga's money.
Right, Con.
At all.
You see what I'm saying? She wasn't worried. That's what I'm saying. Like, when you feel like you need somebody's money and you trying to stay around to get rich, you're going to accept a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, a lot of abuse.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly what she did. Now, I'll go to 23 and 27. Then I'm gonna get one more, and then we out of here. Let me get it's going to be Proverbs 23 and 27. Hold on one second. The whore is a deep ditch. And this is just to let brothers know. I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all brothers on the screen know, but anybody who's never seen some of these things before, you definitely want to be careful about the type of woman you attract. You know what I mean? You definitely don't want to be dealing with
right.
Especially me, of all people.
Damn right.
Proverbs 23 and 27. For an whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman is a narrow pit. You know what I mean? You dealing with some whore, you're gonna be in all types of shit, man. Salaki. You got to worry. But first of all, she lying about having a man because she got a man. You know that already. You know what I mean? She probably, you know, smoking weed, you know what I mean? Doing drugs, a bad parent, probably don't take care of her children. You know, she's a liar, a gossiper, get online and you know, and soon as you do something wrong, it's going to Facebook. I'm telling you right now. You're going to be the topic on Facebook. You know what I mean? General Muhammad is going to see the post. You're going to be in counsel. You understand that? This is what's going to happen. You understand that? A strange woman is a narrow pit, a trap. Imagine falling into a pit. You know what I mean? It's a trap. You know what I mean? That's what a whore is. And how do you know? You can see the way she's dressing. You see the way she talks, her mannerisms. Does she look like a submissive woman? You know what I mean? Is she a loudmouth woman? You know what I mean? You can tell by her
carry herself.
Yeah, you can tell by her. I remember General Muhammad brought this out. It was so heavy, man. He said, you know, like let's talk about our forefather Jacob, and he had Leah and Rachel. Rachel was the one that was considered beautiful and everybody wanted, but he said Leah had soft eyes. That's what you want to look for. That sister who is googly eyed or into you. You know what I mean? You can tell she's submissive to you. You don't want it the other way around, where you always trying to chase behind her because you think she's so damn beautiful, and you got to run behind her. You don't want to go to camp. You don't want to go to work. You don't want to do nothing. You don't want to do anything because you worried about this chick. You know what I mean? It's a terrible thing. Let me get one more, and then I'll let y'all wrap and we'll get out of here. So we're gonna get it's going to be First Ezra's 4:26, and then we'll jump out of here. Let me get it here. Let me see. First Ezra's 4:26. All right. This is a big one here. First Ezra's 4:26. It says, "Yeah, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes." All right, keep that in mind. I'll go to the next one.
Heavy.
4:27. Many also have perished and have erred and sinned for women. This is a very serious thing. You know, a lot of times, man, a lot of brothers won't come into the truth. They won't do what's right because of a damn woman. Because of a woman,
right.
she will stop you from trying to do every damn thing. You know who sinned for a woman? Anybody want to take a guess?
Shalaka, what was the question, sir?
I said, give me somebody that's a very famous person that sinned for a woman. Everybody knows about this person.
Diddy.
Definitely, that's on topic, but somebody a long time before Diddy.
Solomon.
He did too. Somebody a long time before him.
You mean in the Bible or just in the celebrity world?
In the Bible. Who was the first man to sin for a woman?
Esau.
Come on, you be with me right now. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The first man to sin for a woman.
Oh, Adam.
Damn, there you go. You see that? The very first man. You know what? The first man that was chosen to hold the truth by God. He wasn't the only person on the planet, but he's the first one to get the truth and that know God's laws and everything. But that nigga sinned for his woman. That just goes to show
eat from the forbidden fruit.
King Solomon, the most wisest, strongest, you know what I mean, king there probably was. Next, him and next to his father. I mean, his father was considered a great man. But King Solomon had everything. He had riches, wisdom, and everything beyond anyone. And that nigga sinned for women. Think about that.
Yes. Plural. Women plural. Yes.
That's how powerful they can be.
Slakia.
Go ahead, brother.
What's the one? What's the one that says? I'm paraphrasing. It is she that brings down kings.
Yeah, is that in Judith? I can't remember. How strong? Like it basically the only thing that's stronger than them is the truth.
I think that's either Ezra, second Ezra, or something like that. But it says that she's so powerful she'll bring a king down.
Yeah.
It was in the Apocrypha. It was in the Apocrypha.
Listen, man. Them women, you know what they got. You know what they got. You know what I mean? And niggas will fall weak for that. Weak. You know what I mean? And it's the craziest thing. These sisters today, man, they don't even realize their blessing from the Most High is their femininity, their submissiveness, their softness.
Damn right.
They always act like they want certain things from men, but they don't even know how to get it. They put away the natural thing that the Lord gave them and try to be rough and difficult, and then wonder why they can't land a man.
If I may, sir, a lot of them, they think they got to punk a man to get what they want.
Like that's actually going to happen. Yeah, like that's actually going to happen.
But it's like, damn,
and y'all know, you see a submissive woman today or a sister that's like really submissive, and you be like, damn, it's like seeing a unidentified flying object. Honestly, you be like, what? You be like, wow.
Yeah, it's like foreign.
Yeah, God, it's like wow, damn, she ain't got a masculine spirit. She actually is feminine.
For sure.
It's crazy. But so to wrap it up, brothers, we you know what I mean, we're gonna watch this thing with P. Diddy. We're gonna see how it ends up. I mean, if I had to guess, I think he's going down. I think he's definitely doing some time.
Yeah, he's going down. He's going down.
I think he's definitely doing some time. And I think that whether they prove certain things or not, I think the Lord is ready to judge him. I mean, but the Lord has a final say so in that. But I know one thing, like the brother Aaron said, regardless of what's going on, it's never going to be the same for him. Nobody's going to want to do business with him. Even if he doesn't go to jail, nobody's going to ever want to do business with him. He destroyed the name of his family. His sons ain't going to be able to do nothing. Nobody will. You know what I mean? Because
ain't nobody gonna want to work with none of them.
I seen a video of his son, like with a bottle of liquor, pouring it down some chick's mouth like this. Like, I'm like, damn, he's just like his dad.
He's like his dad.
Gone. But yeah,
which one? The one that looked just like him?
Yeah, I think it's Justin, I guess.
No, okay, Justin.
Maybe Justin or Christian. I can't remember. I don't know.
Justin is a light skinned one. Justin is a light skinned curly haired one.
No, it's not.
Christian is the one that looked just like him.
Yeah, it's Christian. It's Christian then.
I'll be sure son might have a chance because that's
Con. That's heavy. But again, brothers,
he kind of back with his dad now.
Oh, okay, Con. Yeah, they were saying he offended him somehow too. I heard about that too. But I want let's close it out, man. Is there any closing comments anybody want to do before I close it?
I just want to say good class and good subject, and I'm glad we brought this up because some more people need to talk about this.
Yeah, Con. Yeah, this is Israel. You know what I mean? We're gonna bring out things like this, and again, these things are public. A lot of these things are facts. That's like anything that was alleged. That's why I said allegedly. I'm not trying to say something that's not true and to not be true. You understand that? But we're gonna see how this plays out. But I think after the next week or so, we're gonna know for sure what's gonna happen to this guy. You know what I mean? But like I said, I think it's time that this brother get judged, and I think that's what's happening right now. But again, the water for everybody tuning in. I appreciate y'all taking y'all time out. This is the 412 podcast, and shalom, Israel. The water for everybody tuning in.
Shalom.
The water. Shalom.